again. This is Robert from RobertGardnerWellness.com. In the previous video, we talked about a stretch you can use for Piriformis, which is from your hip or the greater trochanter of your femur to the edge of your sacrum, where those gluteal muscles attach, including Piriformis. So, you can cross the legs, business style, and using one arm, or one forearm, one hand, two hands, you can gently rock the leg open. You don't want to feel at any time excess pressure in the knee. The knee is easily destabilized. There's not a lot of cushion. The hip has lots of cushion. You can stretch deeply through here. The knees, just be a little more careful. No pain in the knee. The main focus is in the hip in this stretch. But using two hands, using one hand, or using the forearm, you can rock this hip open. What we're doing is making an external rotation of the femur, of the hip, the leg bone that goes into the hip socket. It allows this to roll open. It is pleasurable, feels good. Once we have a little more external rotation, we've already done the previous stretch, the standard Piriformis stretch. We've opened up now in a little external rotation in the femur, in the hip socket. Now what we'll do is you take a big in-breath, you lengthen your spine. As you exhale, you squeeze the belly in. You still have a long, lengthened spine. You're still able to look up and out at the computer screen. You're still able to look up and out at the TV or at your family at dinner. But if you chose to, you could add a little bit of a neck stretch, a little bit of something for the upper back. It's also going to increase the tension in the hip. It's also going to make it a little more intense, but you're going to tuck your forehead down towards the shin. And as you roll down this way, you'll begin to feel a stretch through the upper back, through the cervical spine, and in addition, it is going to intensify the stretch here. These are good options. You can hang out here as long as you like. So if I was at the office, I could sit easily working, reading documents for 15 minutes. As long as there's no pain. Intense is good. Intense gets my attention. The stretch I have now is intense. I can feel my hip. My body is aware of what's going on in my hip from the stretch I'm engaging in, but it's not painful. Painful means back off. For both of the stretches that we've just talked about, you're opening the hip first, two hands, forearm, one hand. Then, after you're leaning forward, after that big in-breath, you're tucking the forehead towards the shin. And that's it for today from RobertGardnerWellness.com. Talk to you soon.